I feel the energy actually. My design definitely emotional. Otherwise, how do you communicate? Any city, you don't know which building is which. It looks all the same. It's kind of copy and paste. And without that kind of visionary approach from Arya, we wouldn't have this kind of campus where we start painting. I suppose the courage to do this type of design, courage and love. We push the boundary to create design like this that no one ever seen in the world. And obviously there's no precedent for the builders.
I did not sleep for a couple of days after we got this contract.
There's nothing else that's ever been like it. Everything is unique on this building, so nothing is stock standard construction practices, which makes you have to think outside the box for every single element.
Lots of love go in, right? It's about made with love. This is literally, you use your hand.
There was a level of risk in there that was out of control. We immediately thought that the project was absolutely crazy.
Something intrinsic to the area, something that almost come out of the ground, not just dropped. So this is where the excitement comes, because you look at it and go, wow, how on earth we're gonna build something like that?
Looks like it's a small one, mate, so go 26 facing the hoist.
It's a leap of faith, right? Once you step over the line, you just go for it.
Hoisting up, 1, 2, 3. Height's good as well, Dwayne, all yours.
Arya's very aspirational. They think outside the box, just like we do. We push the boundary, we really do.
681 individual timber elements.
Custom design, bespoke design, every single one of those elements. There is no copy-paste solution in this one.
Luff up in 3 with it, 5 to come around, steady luff.
They were challenging us, bring the design and the engineering beyond the limits of the technology and beyond the limits of what has been done before in Australia. So it's a unique structure for Australia.
You find concrete, of course, the glass, the metal, but you don't find the real timber. 30 plus stories.
Out of the 460 steel brackets connecting the main to secondary elements, there is not one that is copy-paste to the other. It was a massive effort in terms of designing and also in terms of manufacturing with tight tolerances.
So there's 40 individual steel dowels that go into each of the 4 pieces that come off the base plate. It's millimetre tight. The longest one spans about 14 metres.
When it's become organic, people start to emotionally connect, because everything else is essentially straight. But nature, you never find straight line. It's almost impossible to find straight line. Nothing is straight, right? It's so wonderful the way they organically find a way to balance.
3, hold your luff, 2 slew, 1 more.
I came to Brisbane, I walked around the city, I walked around the park, and I was so fascinated with the trees that endemic to these areas, and kind of interweave and somehow searching for the water, but they coming out again, create these wonderful canopies.
The effort in making everything so precise is unbelievable.
And that slew's pretty good, mate. Hoist down only, come down in 3. Hoist down in 2. Hoist down, steady.
Engineered timber is prepared by CNC machines. It's something that is cut to millimeter precision, and it all fits together like a gigantic mechanoset.
Wood itself is a living materials. It shrink and expand. Lot of curves, part twist, and with a timber it's possible. Any other material would be very hard to do.
Luffing down in 1.
It's lifted in piece per piece modularly, either installed off a boom lift or off a scaffold, which is then propped at each individual segmented section to support it until it's tied back to the main structure of the backside. And once it's tied back to the main structure of the backside, then it is able to free span and self-support.
Just big Meccano set, isn't it?
wonderful collaboration, Minicon, thicker, good communication, good coordination, but more importantly, confident. And that takes a long time to get to that point, psychologically.
It's probably the first structure in the world made of exposed Siberian larch, and it's something that could become a turning point for the timber industry in Australia.
High-rise apartment living, you don't talk to neighbors, you don't really meet people, but this is a way creating shelter where people can come together. We created these amenities on the rooftop where people can come, meet, socialize, talk to each other.
Everyone wants to have a timber structure in their building because A, precision, B, beauty, C, sustainability. And then I think that we broke a lot of walls by doing this, and now that the ice is broken, I'm sure that there is going to be more that will come.
That's all the room I've got here, so next time we're going to be working out 30 metres towards Windy Corner, mate.
You know, you use the space, you go in, you go up, you live, you work, but not necessarily you have that emotional engagement. And then we talked about love, and that's where the building will be sustainable, because if you love where you are, if you love what you do, people will care, people will take care, right? And then pass on.
Hold your hook.